Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Cat's Cauldron, a place where you have a voice and we stir it up. So here we are again, and we are going to take off the new year and start it right. So I hope you had a great new year. Happy New Year to everyone in my audience. Please tell a friend about my show. I look forward to talking to all of you and growing with you. So let's get started. Okay. Again, I hope you had a great holiday season and was able to get some well-needed rest and spend some time with family and friends. With each new year, we always kind of set off to have a New Year's resolution or so. I used to be all in about that. I think the only New Year's resolution I really have right now is to, again, spend more quality time with my family. We had some losses this year, and it was very heartfelt. And I won't go into that because, then I'll get all mushy and gushy and stuff, and we don't need that. So anyway, what I will say is that I will be spending time with you because I tend to think of you as my extended family. So let's talk about our trip back from the holidays. I want to, tell you about some very interesting things. We watch the news, and the news tells us, that COVID is no longer a thing. In fact, we even got that from the president and his staff. COVID emergency is over. There's no more COVID problems. Don't worry about it. We've got it under control, blah, 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 blah. Then I have to ask you, why do we have restaurants still closing their lobbies and not allowing the public in? If you're traveling, sorry, human functions, you got to go to the bathroom. Well, if I'm going to go to a restaurant and buy their food, I'm naturally going to want to use the restroom. Well, and I'm going to put this town out there, but I love this town because I used to live close to it, and it was just a very friendly kind of sort of place. Apparently, until COVID, I don't know what happened to them. They've still got COVID lockdowns for their lobbies, and no customers are allowed in. They've got the doors locked. You can see the people in there making the food. The only thing you can do is go through the drive-thru. If you have to go to the bathroom, well, that's just too bad. You're not allowed in. So the very last stop before the South Carolina state line, is Port Wentworth. And we usually stop there because usually the people are friendly there. They're just good old folks. Now, that's not the feeling we got at this Wendy's, at this exit off of 95. I have to tell you, I was appalled. Now, the food was decent. I don't think I've ever stopped there and not gotten good food. So I can't, talk about how bad the food was. Fries were a little stale, but that's, most restaurants nowadays, I don't even eat the fries because they're so nasty. But anyway, so we started to order, and the staff was just short. They were, literally nasty. The only thing I can think of in their defense may be that they were shorthanded because I only saw 3 people in there. So maybe that's the reason. Nobody could give me an answer when asked, why is the lobby closed? It just is. Okay, whatever. So in any event, I'm just going to tell you, that was not a good experience, especially since we were on the road for 10 and a half hours because of traffic off of 95. If you've ever driven 95 during a holiday, then by golly, Miss Molly, you know that you're in for a hoot and a holler. We took every detour imaginable to mankind to avoid accidents, traffic jams, whatever. And we still ended up on the road for 10 and a half hours. It was exhausting. But, we're here. We're alive. We made it through. So moving on. Do you know we still have a baby food and a baby formula shortage? I get it out in a minute. First day with my new mom. And I don't understand why. We're going on a year. We've got babies who need the formula. Some mothers cannot breastfeed for many reasons. Some women have trouble producing enough milk for their child. Some women have to supplement with formula, and then some women cannot produce milk. And it's just a biological thing. It's not their fault. It's just things that happen. It's a part of human science, you know. But we've been told that don't worry about it. We're going to fix it. It's not fixed. The shelves are empty, folks. So, yeah. And gas prices are on the rise again. Just going to tell you. If you haven't noticed it in your card account when you go to the pump and pay for gas and you look at it and go, oh, well, okay, we've rose another 20 cents. Yep, they're on the rise again. So sorry, folks. So sorry. Mortgage interest rates are up. Inflation rate is up. So let's explore the inflation rate here a little bit. So inflation began to spike in the U.S. in April of 2021 when it hit 4.2%. Okay? Let this sink in. Inflation continued to climb, hitting 7% by December. So from April to December, it increased another 3%. That's incredible in 1 year. Now, sadly, 2022 didn't see a slowdown as the rate peaked to a 9.1% interest in June. It's currently 8.4%. So, okay, all right, yeah, it went down a few points, but not much. And if you look at the prices of food, I'm sorry, I haven't seen a decline in food prices. Milk's still $5 a gallon. Eggs, ridiculously, eggs in some cases are $6 a freaking dozen. Sorry to say loaf. I got bread on the brain. Okay. So food prices are continuing to rise another 3%, and I'm sure you are feeling it at the checkout stand, just like me. Yeah, my pocketbook hurts too. I'm just like y'all. Fuel and heating costs are rising. The average cost for heating fuel is $4.96 a gallon. Mortgage rates are at a 14-year high, 6.28%. How many of you are going to refinance your home and go from 3% to 6.28%? No, thank you. Okay. Rent is also up. So those renters out there, they got an increase on their rent, 1.9%. Folks, this is not good stuff. Not at all. So anyway, I wanted to start off by wishing you a prosperous new year. Keep the faith because you're going to make it through it. Doesn't matter what happens, you'll figure out how to make it. We always do. Because that's what human beings do. That's what Americans do. We figure it out. And you'll figure it out just like we do. Okay? So now I'm going to talk to you about some businesses that I do business with. Some are local and some are across the globe. So we have, like my music? I'm one of those freaks who likes to listen to native flutes, and then I also like to listen to spooky music too. So one of our local businesses that we do business with is Tax Advantage, and it is tax season. And apparently, my little ghosty dudes on the computer didn't like that. Tax season can be frightening, but get you a good tax professional like we have. We deal with Tax Advantage, and we have been dealing with them for years. I have no, I don't plan on changing. I love these guys. Okay, they are located 1201 North 3rd Street. In Jacksonville, Florida, 32250. The phone number there is 904-241-00. My bad eyes. 50. Again, that number is 904-241-0050. The owner's Matt Lentz, very good friend of ours. They do a great job. If you don't understand something, they explain it to you without a hitch. They'll help you get through your tax season, and you won't have to scream like the squeaky dude on my computer. If you have a pool or know somebody who has a pool, you should be calling Rob at Ponte Vedra Pools, 904-866-8989. Again, that's 904-866-8989. Or you can pop him an email at pvpoolsinc@gmail.com. Okay? He's great. He saved us a lot of money. I know I wrote this down somewhere. If I can find my notes, I can tell you a little bit about it. But I don't know what I would do with my notes. Well, he saved us. I'm getting senile, I think. It's a text I sent somebody earlier today who was asking for a referral for pools. If I do business with you and you are a great business, I will put you out there. I will tell people about you and until the cows come home. So trust me, I like doing business with my peeps. So next up we have Cutting Edge Lawn Care. And that is owned by Perry Barker. Perry is phenomenal. He doesn't just do lawns either. He does fencing as well. So if you need your fence repaired, you need a new fence, call Perry. You need your lawn taken care of, you need a tree planted, call Perry. Need some new hedges? You need to call Perry. Okay? 812-987-6841. We love this guy. He and his crew do phenomenal work for us. They have never given us any dissatisfaction. We love them. So the next business I want to talk to you about, and you've heard me talk about them before. So let's talk about Carrie Beavers. Carrie Beavers owns Soldier Girl Coffee. She owns I can't talk today. She owns Soldier Girl Coffee Company. And her number is 305-255-4648. You can visit her website at https www.soldiergirlcoffeecompany.com. I subscribe to their coffee so that I don't miss any, and I just love their coffee. So they have all kinds of wonderful coffee that you will enjoy. So let me read you a little bit about their company, okay? This is her card that she sends in her boxes of coffee. I think it's an awesome picture. Okay? And Soldier Girl Coffee is, she starts out with our story. My name is Carrie Beavers. I am a 100% disabled Army veteran with PTSD. But that doesn't stop me from running my own business and inspiring fellow veterans. And she does. She does. And she donates a portion of her proceeds to many, many good causes. We'll get to that in a minute. Donation of a portion of the proceeds go to veterans and first responders programs for PTSD. I hope I don't get censored for this. Okay. So she has some badass merch. Okay. I have one of the coffee cups that I just love. And then, of course, she sends me little stickers. And the sticker looks like this. And I put them all over my tumblers, my water bottle. Man, I take Carrie with me everywhere because she's very inspiring. So I'm going to show you the center of this if I can get it up there for you. Badass merch. Super. Okay. So products are fair trade certified organic coffee, 100% gourmet Colombian, Southern pecan, Hawaiian hazelnut. I get all three of these. I love them. Okay. I've even hooked my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law. I've hooked my son-in-law and my daughter on it, both my daughters. And I'm fixing to ship some out to my son in Atlanta and hook them too, because this is some of the best coffee. It's one of the few coffees I can drink because I have a very sensitive stomach due to having a 0 gallbladder. They took my gallbladder out and it has caused havoc with my system ever since. So then you have some, I can't partake of, but some people can. CBD infused coffee, which has no THC. Okay. It's coffee, 100% THC free. She has snickerdoodle, French vanilla, and Colombian. French roasted in Oklahoma. That's where her roasting factory is. She says, strong, bold, and sassy, brewed with attitude, robust flavor to start the day with the best attitude and get shit done. So, there you go. So, yes. Once again, I'm going to give you that website for her. And that website is, if I can get my mouth to work properly, https:// www.soldiergirlcoffeecompany.com. So try it. You might be surprised. You just might like it. In fact, you might be like me and love it so much you can't do without it and share it with other people. So the next business I want to talk to you about is called the Veterans Ranch. The Veterans Ranch works with veterans, and they, I'm going to read it straight from their site, and then I'm going to talk to you about some upcoming events they have. So the mission is to assist veterans and their families through equine therapy, a range of treatments that involve activities with horses to promote human, physical, and mental health. I might have to turn that off. It's getting a little loud. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay. We assist these great Americans and their families in laying down heavy coats of burden and walk away as newer and improved versions of themselves. Now, they don't